Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to yet another episode of the Ugly Money Podcast. I am your host, Ugly Money Nietzsche, and my guest for the evening, Atlanta legend. I'm talking about, he gave these boys the blueprint. Matter of fact, we're going to call him the Big Blueprint. Southwest Atlanta's own. Big Oomp, the CEO, man, is in the building.
that ugly money.
What's up, my brother?
Everything good.
I try to make sure I give the people the best intro that I could possibly give them. You know what I'm saying? I try to give you your flowers early.
Do it for the wrestling.
Hey man, so question. Let's just take it all the way back, man, to the beginning, man. Who was Big Oomp before Big Oomp was Big Oomp?
Who was Big Oomp? Well, shoot, man, I don't know. I got the name in high school playing football in the 9th grade, but it wasn't Big Oomp. It was Killer Oompa.
Used to be on that line.
Yeah. I
already know.
Coach used to call me Killer Oompa.
Huh.
And it just grew from Killer Oompa to Big Oomp.
Now talk to me about you establishing a hip hop label in the early 2000s. Atlanta's scene wasn't exactly, people didn't see it wasn't like it is now back then. Mm-hmm. So where did you get the bug to go and start a label in Atlanta, Georgia back then?
Man, first start out with the mixtapes.
Okay.
And then we got the record stores. And there wasn't really no, what the record company the record scene wasn't like that when I started. Mm-hmm. There was only a few artists out independently, like the Hard Boys, Raheem the Dream, Ghetto Boys, as far as underground stuff.
Yes, sir.
Then you had Smurf and all them over there with the J-Team, Kids That Rock them. They was in the mixtape game, but I want to say they were doing bass music around that time. And Sammy Sam was around.
Hitman Sammy Sam was like one of the first trap rappers, seemed like.
Yeah, I was in Mechanicsville, and Sam used to be on there rapping all the time, freestyling.
Yeah.
Come around us and freestyle, and then this joker made a song. I had a Cadillac, convertible Cadillac, 65 convertible Cadillac. Then he made a song about my Cadillac. And that's how I got interested in the rap business. And I was like, man, I'm going to put you out, man.
It is.
I'm going to put you out. Then you ended up going to jail, got out of jail. And that's how I got into the real rap part. But before that, I had a group named Major Bank. And they came from us rapping off mixtapes. We started with rapping off mixtapes. And then that just formed into a group.
Did you ever see
Major Bank?
When you first started, did you ever see it becoming as large as it became?
No.
So
we put in a lot of work, man. It was so much work we put in. Couldn't see how that was going to come out. We were just grinding it. We just created so many avenues and paths that wasn't around. We created the record store game. We had 12 stores. We created the TV show, Oomp Camp Live. We created the DJs during the Crunkies clubs. We just started coming up with ideas and bringing it to life.
So yeah, and I want to weigh into the DJ situation because it seems like you were signing DJs back then with Jelly and Monte. Like there was a whole lot of DJs on Oomp Camp.
Actually, it wasn't a lot of DJs on Oomp Camp. It was a movement.
Okay.
At the time, and DJs was just down with us, man. They was rocking with us so hard with the movement to where it seemed like we had a bunch of DJs, but technically they wasn't signed to us. They was rocking with the movement real strong.
That's what's up.
So it seemed like we was really heavy with the DJs, but technically it was just Monte, Jelly, Shorty Rock.
Okay.
Then Oomp came.
Shouts out Oomp, man. We're gonna talk about Oomp in a little bit later. So starting a label in the 2000s, there wasn't really a blueprint, at least in Atlanta. So where did you get You know, where did you get your game and your inspiration from? Like, who was Big Oomp looking to figure out this record industry?
I ain't really have a mentor. We were just some street junkers, man, just hustling, coming up with ideas, executing them. Outside of that movement, I saw what Master P was doing, Cash Money was doing, Suave House was doing. I was like, I'm gonna rock like them rascals, you know what I mean? Like, so that's when I started coming with all the heavy promotion and the Murder Dog magazine, all them underground magazines. I was coming out with the whole full-page ads like they was with 4, 5, 7 album artworks. I was like, man, I'm gonna lock this thing down south this way like they was doing. And so that was really my early motivation on the whole conglomerate of Oomp Camp.
Yes, sir. Now, back then, you know, we didn't have social media. Social media, or it wasn't as prevalent as it was now. You know, you guys had to beat the streets. Do you think it was easier back then or harder back then to get a record broke?
Back then, after we figured out the recipe, it worked for us. We had to figure it out though, you know what I mean? And we beat up the streets, man. We beat up every corner. If you came off the highway, if we was doing something, putting out a doing a party or putting out an album, whatever we doing, whatever event, whatever we had, you knew it, you saw it. We painted the city. You know, we plastered the city.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now talk to me about DJunk. DJunk, you had a lot of success with that, with Walk It Out and those records with DJunk. Tell me about the first time you met him.
I can't even remember the first time I met I think Monte, he came around with Monte.
Already.
And he started DJing with them. I ain't know he rap.
Okay.
He started under them DJing, and he made a song and put it on the mixtape. And it started getting some action off the mixtape. And I think he made a song with Franchise Boys, and then we pressed that up.
Yes, sir.
Started servicing that, and then I think he might have got a show or two out there in Atlanta. Then that's when it was about that time to start working him as an artist. But yet and still, he was just a freestyler and a guy that's on the mixtapes rapping and stuff.
Well, you know, sometimes the DJs, they kind of know the recipe to how to make the club move because they've been playing records, so they kind of know, you know what I'm saying? He gonna know how to get them girls up or them folk up out these seats.
Yeah,
you
he had the song, Suckers Come and Try Me, and he was DJing at Club Crucial. So he had started breaking that record at Club Crucial, then he started performing it. And then, shoot, I think that was the beginning of Oomp becoming an artist right there.
So go over with me with the process of Walk It Out. Do you remember that record? Did you think that record was gonna be what it bet? You know what it became, or it was just another?
No, man. So we come from the era of gangster.
Okay.
It was a gangster label, and Sam came out with a song. So at the time when Sam made Riding with Some Killers, that was the dirty version.
I remember that.
The radio version ended up being Riding with Some Players. But I was like, Sam, man, I ain't doing that booty shake shit. Like, we're a gangster label. We're going to do some gangster shit. Let's switch this shit up, do some gangster booty shake. And that's how we came with that Riding with Some Killers beat. If you listen to the beat, it ain't just no twerk your booty shit. It's also hard, up-tempo, gangster type shit.
Yes, sir.
And we came with that song, and then Monte ended up working with Oomp in the studio, and they came up with the song Walk It Out. I came to the studio, and Monte was like, Oomp, this shit right here need to come out now. And I said, what? And he played it. And walk it out, walk it out, walk it out. I was like, what need to come out right now? I was like, man, you're like, Monte tripping. What you talking about, man? Oh, I'm telling you, this is it right here. This should have hit right here. I said, play it again. Walk it out, walk it out. I was like, oh, hell no. This is a gangster label, bro. We can't come out with this.
Yeah.
And like, I'm telling you, him and Oomp was in there, and Oomp was like, big boy, this a hit. Monte was like, this need to come out tomorrow, Oomp. I said, man, play it again. Man, I couldn't catch on. He played that shit like 10 times. I still couldn't understand what you hear with this record talking about we need to put this record out now. And but shit, man, Monte was in the clubs, man. He was one of the hottest DJs that was breaking all the records in the city at the time. Monte play your record, you got a record. If Monte play your record, you got like 10 other DJs about to play your record. So at that time, he was the trendsetter of what was going on in Atlanta as far as records being played in the clubs. So I was like, well, shit. If Monte said it need to come out right there, that means Monte finna go hard and pop this thing.
There it is.
So I said, well, shit, man, if you believe this is the record, man, get it mixed, get it mastered, let's go. So she finished it, got it mixed, got it mastered, and Monte started breaking that thing.
So you never saw that record going crazy like it did?
No. If it was left up to me being a knucklehead, it would have never came out.
And you, because at that time, Oomp Camp was on some gangster stuff.
It was on some gangster stuff, man.
That's it.
Intoxicated, Sammy Sam, Loco, Major Bank. That's all.
Hitman Sammy Sam used to just give it to him raw.
Yeah, Baby D. We was all gangster. Like we make street music.
So how was it navigating? Because once you hit that, once that Walk It Out hit, and it went crazy like it did, you know, now you're going from the independent label to, you know, to the major, to the big time. You know, how was it navigating up there with them large labels and dealing with those folk?
So the story for that is we got the record hot. We got it in rotation here. It was one of the hottest records going. Me and Monte go to New York. We go to shop the record to every label up there. And Koch was one of the labels we went to. So I told Monte, you know, the record hot, man. We can't lose the record. We can't let it come up out of rotation. I was like, we're gonna sit around for about a week. And if no, cause Koch gave us the best interest out of all the labels, all the meetings. So I told Monte, if nobody don't call by the next week, we're gonna roll with Koch. And so shit, man, nobody called. We rolled with Koch. We hopped in the bed with them. They was an independent label though. And at the time, they ain't have really, you know, they was a real independent label.
Yes, sir.
So, was we their first hit record?
It might have been.
It might have been their first big record, because I don't know, did we come before Jim Jones, Ballin'?
Definitely.
Yeah, so I think we was probably their first big record, and then I think Jim Jones came right after that with Ballin'. But we ended up getting in bed with Koch, and Koch did their thing with the record, man. D and Shadow. They like the top radio guys, man. Them jokers with work. They went ham on the record. And did his thing and took off. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now, I mean, Two Step came there shortly after. I just remember going to the club, man, back then. And when that came on, man, every girl was doing the dance, and you know, if you didn't like Oomp then, you're gonna like him after that song, because the girl that you've been looking at all night or whatever jumps up as soon as this record get to playing, and you trying to jump up after. You know, that's back when guys used to dance with girls. You know what I mean? You know, now they just in the section just hanging with each other like, nah, you try to get up on something or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And before I knew it, I was trying to walk it out too, trying to get down there on it.
Trying to get out on it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Now let's talk about Baby D. Now he was another artist that you had a lot of success with. You know, how did that situation go about with him?
Man, you know, Baby D, we started out independent with Baby D. Baby D had the biggest records in Atlanta at one time. Like,
I remember.
He was the star rapper in Atlanta. Like, he held it down for us coming from the street. Like, he was that first sex appeal star rapper that just stole all the girls, and he had all the street guys too rocking with him. And then with that East Side versus West Side, man, that shit was like an anthem.
Yes, sir.
And then he had still the biggest record to this day being chanted in all the arenas.
Yes, sir.
All the Braves games, the football Falcons games, the Atlanta Hawks game, ATL Ho, that's Baby D record.
Yes, sir.
And
yes,
that
sir.
record, man, that's one of the biggest records still to this day. It's 20 years old.
Facts. Now, it's funny you talk about arenas. Recently, I was on Instagram, and I seen a video for the Atlanta Falcons, and it was by a guy named Rotimi, who is he plays on Power, and he's not from Atlanta. And I don't know if you see it. Have you seen it? The Rise Up video. And it seemed like the city was in an uproar. Talk to me about what's your take on that Rotimi Rise Up song?
Man, I just think that the marketing people from the Atlanta Falcons need to do a little research, and we're gonna try to find a way to get in touch with them by tomorrow ourselves. But get in touch with the original people, which is us, who owns the song to ATL Ho, and let us do that song. Let us do the video. Like, get in touch with the people who the Atlanta knows of the song.
Yes, sir.
It's a hit, legacy song forever. It's Baby D record, Big Oomp Records record. Marketing people from the Falcons, get in touch with us, man. We'll be honored to do it.
Hey, Falcons, y'all heard it.
That ugly money.
Cause that Rotimi joint ain't it. That shit ain't it. And
it's not from Atlanta. What that girl say?
It's not Atlanta.
It's not Atlanta.
It's not Atlanta. And it ain't even that the dude's a bad artist. It's just the fact that it's just so processed. Like it's not real Atlanta at all. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, y'all done got a dude from Lord knows where. I know he's Nigerian, but I have no idea where he's from. But I know he's not from Atlanta.
No disrespect.
No disrespect to bro.
Our artists put in work, so thumbs up to you.
Yeah, that was about to say, because I was like, man, all these dang rappers in Atlanta and we can't find nobody.
Hey, Lil Jon on the record.
Come on,
come
man.
Get us. We'll shoot the video. Pastor Troy, Lil Jon, Baby D. Man, the city would go ham.
You're right.
And guess what? If they want us to do a remix, let's throw Lil Baby on that thing.
Come on.
That ugly money.
We cooking up something.
Imagine Lil Baby on new ATL Ho right now. Man, it be out of here.
I think we on to something. Atlanta Falcons, reach out. God damn it, it's time. Cause yeah, that Rise Up, that ain't it. I just know a lot of people was quite upset at that. I seen the jokers going into the DMs and act like they recording the voices talking about Atlanta Falcons. We can't. Yeah. All the Falcons ever. Speaking of the Falcons,
that ugly money.
where's such and such at? He get mad every time I talk about the Falcons.
The kid, AJ Terrell, number 24, he played for me. I coach football.
That's crazy.
He's from the Oomp squad.
Are the Falcons ever going to win the Super Bowl, sir?
Lord have mercy. I pray every season. They might need a high coach Oomp to come over there and help consult them.
They need Killer Oomp or something, man. So I know it's early to talk about, but Matt Ryan versus a new quarterback, Mariota, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Who do you think that they made an improvement with bringing Mariota in, or they should have kept Matty Ice?
Man, I like Mariota. He runs the ball. He did pretty good. I ain't gonna shoot him down, cause that's who we got now. So I'm just gonna.
You gotta roll with it.
Gotta roll with what's going on, man. We gotta tighten our defense up, man. If we're gonna keep giving away the games off the defense, it's time to improve the defense. Let's start with the defense, cause defense win games.
Facts. You know, it's a love-hate thing with Atlanta Falcons, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not originally from Atlanta. My brother DJ such and such is. And, you know, I look at his face every postseason. Or sometimes it's before postseason because they don't make it to the postseason. But I just remember a night we was in Southside at Level 2. And on Tar Boulevard. And, you know, first half of the Super Bowl, Atlanta going crazy. I mean, the whole city was lit. I mean, you could literally just go outside and hear people just partying and screaming and yelling. Everybody was lit. And then the city got quiet third quarter. It got real quiet. I looked over there at such and such. Such and such looked over there at me and just shook his head. And like, don't talk to me, bro.
It's a bad day.
Hey man, talk to me about the Atlanta Super Bowl debacle.
That ugly money.
Let's keep some Atlanta shit going. Look at Monte, he hurt his heart too. He like, man, they don't talk about that shit. You said what?
Oomp Squad.
It was squad.
Oomp Squad. His football league.
Oh yeah, already. So you don't know if you don't know if the Falcons are ever going to win the. You don't think the Falcons will win?
I hope. They gotta get their defense together, bro.
There it is.
Defense.
Y'all better listen to Killer Oomp.
That ugly money.
Let's keep some things in Atlanta, man. Who is Big Oomps top 5 Atlanta artists of all time? I know that's a tough question off the top of the head. But
Big Oomp top Atlanta artists of
all time.
Definitely would be Sammy Sam.
Hitman Sammy Sam. That's one of my hard questions.
Jeezy.
Jeez, okay.
Fire.
T.I.
Okay.
Who else I listen to? I like Jeezy. I listen to T.I. I listen to the old T.I. I don't know about
The old T.I. Jeezy.
I like the old T.I.
Okay.
I like Jeezy. Who else I listen to? Baby D always gonna have, hits.
That ugly money.
One more.
No disrespect to all these new artists, but I don't know what a lot of them be saying.
Hey, that's real.
I rock with Outkast, good them up, but all time I'm trying to see.
Yeah.
I like gangster music.
I already see you over there cooking. He over there cooking. Like, if it ain't gangster, I don't even
think
want
about Atlanta.
We got Baby D. We got Hitman Sammy Sam. We got T.I. We got Jeezy. We got one more.
Do they got to be Atlanta artists?
Top 5 Atlanta artists of all time.
Yeah, Atlanta.
Wow,
What's more Atlanta than Oomp Camp, baby? We got to keep it in the city. He thinking long and hard, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna have to go with and they might think I'm biased. I'm gonna have to roll with my group Intoxicated.
There it is.
That ugly money.
Hey, it's Big Oomp top 5. Nobody else is
There
yours.
you go.
You know what I'm saying? You could be whatever. He could be whatever he want to be.
Rest in peace, Lil C.
You could have said DJ Montaigne. He don't even rap. Now, man. Unfortunately, man, it seems like the Atlanta hip hop scene that you have helped create, craft, and build. It seems like it's under attack. Almost, you know what I'm saying, with these RICO cases that we got going on. What's your take on the YSL RICO case and these rappers getting caught up in the legal issues and things of that nature?
Well, so my background is from the streets.
Yes, sir.
And in the streets, you just gotta be smart about what you do. You gotta know what's ahead and what's in the back. And unfortunately, a lot of these guys that's out here now, man, they young, they move different, and got social media, got so much going on now to where, it ain't about being quiet, moving in silence. Doing your dirt where nobody knows. Those days are over with. And fortunately, man, these guys don't care about letting somebody know that they did this, that, and the other. And shit, man, all that stuff is interesting now. You know what I mean? So you do something here and you say something to somebody gonna tell somebody, somebody gonna tell somebody, somebody gonna tell somebody. And now that they doing it all they were telling it on the records.
Yes, sir.
You almost been a rat for your own self. You spinning the shit out yourself. So I don't know, man. I hate this having to happen like that, man. But that lady ain't playing. Hopefully she don't make an example out of the guys that's already in trouble. Hopefully it don't be that tough. But all the guys that's out here now, they see what's going on.
Yes, sir.
They gotta just pay attention, man. That ain't the way. Honestly, I would say, man, just do the right thing, man. You know, there's a lot of ways to have a good living without violence. You can even sell drugs, not to promote that.
Yeah.
But you can sell it without violence. You can get money without violence. Every morning I wake up, man, 4 or 5 people shot. Our city is baby Chicago.
Man, listen.
So for me, being at the age I am, kids, you know, and friends and family, I'm not for the craziness what's going on in my city. Like, I don't applaud none of these rappers pushing that foolishness. I don't agree to none of the gang banging. I don't agree to the rappers thinking it's cool.
Yes, sir.
For our culture, you know, these rappers who got a hold to the youth and the community, they it's somewhere the line got to be separated to, hey, we are what they looking at. Mm-hmm. We are what they paying attention to. We are what they listen to. So let's feed them something positive. Let's try to change some of that stuff, man, because what, we gonna lose a kid every day? We got kids getting shot every month. We losing a kid to a bullet.
Crazy.
These young guys in their 20s, man, them jokers so wired up, man. It's nothing right here saying, man, I might lose my freedom for the next 20 years. Or I might jeopardize my family, kill somebody and they family hurt for the rest of their life. It's just crazy, man. I don't, you know, that RICO Act stuff, I think that lady is doing good. You know, I know most people don't agree to that, but somebody got to set an example to clean our city back up. And if we're going to keep allowing 4 or 5 bodies a day, nobody does nothing about it. If we're going to keep allowing our youth to be gang bangers and gang leaders in every neighborhood, every community, and just kill at will, we ain't gonna never get nowhere. It's not gonna never be safe. You know, it got to stop. Somebody got to change it. But you got to put an example out there so somebody can be smart enough, or at least the OGs can be smart enough. Say, hey, young blood, that lady ain't playing. That lady gonna take your freedom for the next 25 years.
She ain't playing at
Do you
all.
want to lose your freedom?
Is it worth it?
Is it worth it? We need a lot of them people to be that. Like, this is like I coach football, right? And I've been in 14 championships. I done won 8 championships. Been coaching for 20 years, and I do not cuss the kids. I won championships without cussing the kids. And man, in my mind, I'd be like, I wish I could just grab all the football youth coaches and put all them rascals in one room and just go by with a hammer and tap all of them across the head. Tap them all and be like, hey, man, we are the leaders to our youth. We are the leaders to our youth. Us as coaches is the leader to our youth. Man, it's so screwed up out here now till you got youth coaches, which is most of them, they're allowing the kids to cuss at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They allowing the kids to cuss, and they cussing with the kids. The kids having full-blown cussing conversation as a child. I want to just grab them youth coaches, man, and tap them across the head and be like, hey, man, we are the ones who can help control what's going on in our communities with our youth. If all of us become mentors the right way, lead them, put some positive stuff in their minds, we can control some of this violence what's going on.
Yes, sir.
We can control the next generation of our youth that's going to continue to kill if somebody don't step in and demand a change. We can't leave it on that lady saying, oh, I'm going to keep taking these boys' freedom, because we don't want that to happen either. Well, I want these boys to be gone for 20 years in prison, you know, shit. You do the right thing, you won't lose your freedom. So that's my answer to the YSL and the RICO Act and all that. You know, I don't want it to be like that, but somebody got to set an example, man, to see that this ain't the way. Our youth is going to lose their lives and their freedom, one or the other.
That ugly money.
And that's gangster. You know, I always said, like, you ain't got to kill nobody to be a gangster. Some of the most gangster things you can do is take care of your family, take care of your mama, put your family, put your kids in good schooling and stuff, and being a stand-up man. You know what I'm saying? That's some gangster shit too. You know what I mean?
All the way.
And I think sometimes we get it misconstrued, where we think that, you know, the things that people may see on this TV screen or whatever, or whatever wherever they get it from, that, you know, that's the only way to be a stand-up nigga is to pick up a pistol and do something with it. And I just wish, you know what I'm saying, platforms like this is why we had these conversations, man, to hopefully, like, one, even if it's just one person that get the message, you know what I'm saying, hey, man, this ain't the road I want to go, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of times it ain't no retirement plan in the streets.
Nah, man. And the youth that's out here now, you know, the parents, it got to start at home.
Yes, sir.
But at home turned up. them youngins home turned up, man. If the grandmamas ain't still raising these kids right now, boy, look at here. That's why I just said just now, man, us football, basketball, just youth coaches alone, man. If all the youth coaches came together in this city, and there's probably 1,000 of them or more, put all the sports together. Imagine one person can put all the youth coaches in one building and can get into them wrestlers' mind, and we be all the new trendsetters to the youth. Man, it'll change our city for sure. It'll change the world if it can happen everywhere. But for this city, the youth is the next generation that's causing the harm and the damage. Man, nigga, mama can't even go to the gas station. And man, it's terrible, man.
Yeah. It's definitely changed. It's definitely changed, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I remember back in the day, man, sure, worst thing probably happened to you, you get jumped, get your ass whooped, you know what I'm saying? But most of the time, yeah, you live to fight another day. You might have a black eye, you might have a busted lip, but you know what I'm saying? You're going to wake up the next day with your head hurting, but you're gonna live. These guys ain't even throwing punches no more.
Shooting every day. Every day I look on the news, 5 people shot. With Little Chicago.
Hey, man.
That ugly money.
We praying for Atlanta, man. We praying for Atlanta. Now, it seems like you're really passionate about culture. Talk to me about Oomp Squad, is it?
Oomp Squad football.
Yes, sir. Talk to me about the football team, brother.
This program been around for 20 years over at Ben Hill Park, Fairburn and Camden. It's called William Walker Park now.
Yes, sir.
William Walker been there for 50 years, so they ended up switching it from Ben Hill over to his name. But I've been there, had a football program, and it's been very successful in the community. I led a lot of kids the right way. AJ Terrell, that plays for the Falcons, number 24.
That ugly money.
Come on now.
Yeah, like 8 kids just finished, graduated from college last year from my program. And I got a host of, man, over 20 kids right now in school playing.
That's crazy.
High school, middle school playing right now.
And started playing with you. That's dope, man. That's dope. That's what it's about, bro.
That ugly money.
That's what it's about. Who your arch rival? Who your arch rival in the Pee Wee Football League? I know it's always one team that is.
Well, this year, I got a 12-year-old team, and the number 1 team is RDU.
Okay.
So they on the clock.
You circled that date.
RDU on the clock.
That ugly money.
Hey, man, you know, you've been so influential in the past artists of just building this Atlanta culture, this music culture. Is there any new artists that Big Oomp does like? if you were still you were still, you know what I'm saying, looking for, you may still be, but you know, out of the artists that's out now.
So this is what's crazy. Man, it's so many young little fire little jokers out there, man, that got turning it up. But man, all them jokers got that other stuff connected to them, which I choose not to be involved with. It's like all they got something attached dealing with the streets that I'm gonna want to cut off. I'm gonna want to be like, hey, you fire, I could do something with you, but you gonna have to leave all that over there. I can bring you over here, but you're going to have to switch the game up because I don't want my studio shot up.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need you going out there hanging with your homies. You get in some trouble, and then they looking for you, but you standing with me, and I got to be involved with your trouble. Oh, man, I'm too old for that. So it's a bunch of them fire juggles out there I would love to mess with. My tape, wish we could sign a lot of them rappers.
Yeah.
But I'm so old school, I'm hindering the whole program.
Yeah.
That's why I'm turning it over to him and Big Corey, because I'm so old school, we're going to miss a lot of stuff.
Let's talk about Big Corey. Big Corey, your son, right?
Mm-hmm.
He a producer.
Yep.
Shouts out Big Corey.
That ugly money.
So he was just raised in it.
Yeah, he was born over the studio in his mama's stomach.
Well, you know our kids just an extension of us, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful situation. Now, how do you feel about the music industry today with streaming, everything that's going on with social media and everything like that? I mean, do you think that we're going in the right direction in the music industry, or are we taking a step back?
It's really, you can't do nothing about it, man. Listen, we was going to conventions 25 years ago when they were talking about this stuff. They've been working on what's going on now years ago. They were talking about this stuff so many years ago, but it's just like when you see stuff on the movies now. They put their stuff out there, but you better know this is what's coming. This is the future. And we knew all of this was going to eventually come, but we couldn't put it mentally to say, well, it ain't going to be no more CDs no more. And it ain't going to be no more. And people just going to be able to go to your phone, listen to your music, and they ain't got to buy it no more and all that. You couldn't see it like that. But where it is now, man, shoot, it's so easable and accessible to just stream your music and go to it now to where I think it's cool, but for me as a record company, it's a change of recipe that I had to break records, which is obsolete now.
Yes, sir.
You know, streaming, YouTube, all these different sites really determines what's hot now. Radio stations don't technically break the records no more. DJs are still important, but how many DJs are really the record breakers now? Like, streaming is the trendsetter now. You know, you can get a billion stream, like the whole world can just tap your music just as a tap like that.
Yeah.
So for us, the industry and all that stuff, you know, streaming is where it's at. You can't do nothing about it. It's just gonna get better. But for me, it leaves me with no recipe no more. It leaves me to where I gotta hope an artist figure out a niche on TikTok.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta figure out your niche on Instagram or something. You can't just have this fire-ass song no more and I go plaster the city and send the record out to all the DJs in Atlanta and now we back popping.
Yeah.
That shit that's not it no more.
Well, you just got to update the recipe. That's all. And the fact that you can see that, the fact that you can see when you said the word obsolete, because I know a lot of elder statesmen, you know what I'm saying, that I've seen, and they never adapt. They never realize that it's obsolete. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The world done went to what it went to. You feel what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is that you can see it and know that, okay, it's some things we're gonna have to change up. It's some new ways around things. You know what I'm saying? That's
you put out a record now. You can say, hey man, I'm gonna make sure Monte got my record, DJ Hersey, Triple J, all these DJs, and now you got all the new J, the core, all them DJ pools and all that stuff right there now. And at the end of the day, bro, that shit, it still got to pop and go viral to be that record. It still got to crack on TikTok and Instagram, and it just got to be a viral record to pop.
34,000 songs a day coming out.
Yeah, everybody rap. Everybody rap.
So it just, you know what I mean? It ain't. I wish it was still like that. I probably have a lot of artists popping right now.
Yes, sir.
Just
Yes,
still
sir.
with the Big Oomp recipe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, you had that down pat.
I had it. You know what I'm saying? I know if I think this record gonna hit, I know I can put it out and it will work. That's why we were successful with records after records after records after records. We had them got a recipe to it, but now. Shit, man, I'm paying for playlists and influencers.
Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
what's the best influencer to get for this record and all this shit, man?
You know, it's dope. You say the word recipe, right? And it's funny because as a aspiring CEO myself of trying to break through the record industry and you know, and basically going to places that you've gone, you know, I'm finding the recipe, you know, and a lot of times you may take 5 wrong turns before you get a right turn. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, from what I've seen, it's just being able to invest this money, and it may not come back this time, and to know that, okay, that don't work. Let's try something else. That don't work. But when you finally find the way, oh man, you got the Underground Railroad. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what you had back then, where you had found a way. I'm pretty sure there was times that, oh man, well, I went to this company don't do what they supposed to do. I went to this, that they full of shit. Until you finally found your way, you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of us people in the industry now are still, because it's constantly and consistently changing and adapting. You know what I'm saying? We adapting to, you know, what it is. Yeah, the fact of the matter is, social media is king. Content is king. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, I preach to my artists every day. Hey man, listen, if you want a record deal over here, you better be posting a piece of content every day.
That's it.
You know, where it used to be a situation where you wanted the artist to be kind of mysterious. Now they want to know everything. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of flip or whatever, where almost it's like the social media is like a reality show that people are watching, and it's your life.
That's it.
And the better you can manipulate that and understand that, to get people to like you as an artist, then the byproduct is the music. Like, oh, I like him because he crazy. He be funny as hell. All right, cool. He got a song out, or let me stream it. And you know, and that's why I've seen a lot of major labels go, and they'll try to take that influencer that's popular and turn them into an artist, because of the fact that they figured out how to get a fan base. They figured out how to get these people excited about them. And then once you get excited about them, then the music is just, hey man, we gonna sell that. Sell them a t-shirt, get them a concert ticket, and stream the album or whatever, shoot it. You know what I'm saying? The job is done. So the game definitely changing. It's adapting, but you know, the real players gonna keep playing. You know what I'm saying?
Still playing, man.
Yes, sir.
Got Monte and Big Corey.
Yeah, let's talk about these new Oomp Camp artists, man. Let's talk about the new Oomp Camp, man. What we got in the Oomp Camp now, man? What we doing?
We got Shantae Renee, R&B artist.
We gotta give a round of applause for Shantae Renee. She'd have been on the Ugly Money podcast. That's Sus right there. What up, Sus?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, sir.
I got an artist named Cappy Koo.
Okay, Cappy Koo. Shouts out to Cap.
Got an artist named Chico.
Oh, I know Chico now. That my
Chico
crazy,
right?
man.
Everybody know Chico.
Wow, boy. Hey, Chico said, "Hey, Nietzsche, I'm ready, brother." I said, "What you ready for?" Everything.
Hey, that's Chico. That's something gonna work. Hey, when he get that record,
everywhere,
he just need that record, because he sure got the work
yes, sir.
and the hustle, man. That's something gonna push the work in.
Yes, sir.
Man. That record gonna come for him.
Shout out to Chico, man.
Yeah, Chico be working. Then I got an artist named Wix.
Shouts out to Wix, man.
Wix and Baby D.
Yeah.
Some new artists. And Stormy X.
Oh, you got a whole roster.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Now let's talk about, you said something dope too. You said work ethic. Talent versus work ethic. I have a lot of artists hit my DM every day talking about they talented. but a lot of them don't show me any work ethic. You know what I'm saying? When I go to their page, it ain't got much going on.
So that don't work no more.
Yeah. It used to be like that, right?
Yeah. Record labels definitely ain't studying you if you ain't got no work ethic going and no loading up your content and the numbers ain't there. They don't even want to look at you. And then for somebody like us, it's almost the same thing. Like, I'm judging the same stuff now because I'm like, shoot, if you ain't got no numbers, that means you ain't doing nothing. You tripling my work.
No cap. You know, it's funny because, like I say, you know, it's a lot of talented people there. But if you don't move the talent, then what is you doing? If you got some God-given talent, if God made it where you could put words together doper than most average people in the world, and you don't do nothing with it, you just wasting the talent. And I think sometimes that a lot of artists just think that that's all they need is, well, I can rap. But yeah, I know some goddamn J's on the side of the street that can rap. You know what I'm saying? If I post them on YouTube, they probably get more views than you. And so, you know, at some point in time, you know, it just got to be more
work ethic.
Yeah,
you got to be out there busting your ass in the street. You got to be like Chico. Them everywhere.
Everywhere.
You see somewhere he can go, he gonna pull up.
He pulling up. That's one thing I say.
Gonna put his face in the place. He know all the DJ. Man, put it in the work. He just got to get the record.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Hey, man, it's been an honor, brother. It's been an honor to talk to you, man, because I got to answer some questions that I always ask, man, because you know, if you don't know, I want to definitely give you your flowers, man. You are a legend in your own right, my brother. Not only a legend, a music legend, period. You know what I'm saying? And you've opened a lot of doors and made a lot of opportunities for us young black brothers to get some money, man. I want to tell you I appreciate you.
That ugly money.
Before we get out of here, man, let these folks know where to follow you at on the Instagrams and the TikToks and all that stuff. Just in case they want to get some of that Big Oomp game.
I'm so old school. I don't even know how they can get on TikTok. I'd have Monte and Big Corey about TikTok.
Hey, Oomp, I'm telling you, if you get on that TikTok and you hit one of them joints, man, it's gonna go viral. Hey, man, you listen. We putting this in the air right now. Big Oomp, you get one of your artist records and do one of them TikTok things, I'm telling you it's going crazy.
I bet so.
You gonna fuck around and be the goddamn influencer.
Put on just some boxes and walk it out.
What?
I might go viral on it.
Broke the record in one dance.
I just got on some boxes doing and walk it out. Well, I bet that thing pop out on it.
Hey, look, man, you know what I'm saying? If it work, baby. Let them know to follow you at Oomp.
My Instagram is the real Big Oomp.
There it is, man. You can follow me at Ugly Money Nietzsche. That's Ugly Money Niche. Remember, the bigger the dream, the bigger the risk, the bigger the payoff. This has been the Ugly Money Podcast.